says, I was wondering if you use beta readers and if you found them helpful. Also, how did you go about finding them if you do use them? I definitely use beta readers. I'm a huge fan of beta readers. I think it really helps my writing. And so my philosophy is I would rather three, four, maybe five people catch a problem in a story, whether it's basic typos or whether it's uh, plot problems, whether it's a continuity error, those kinds of things, before I give it to my next level, which is my editor or my publisher, depending on if I'm self-publishing it or if I have it myself. And it has been really valuable over the years because not only do they catch all those things, but sometimes they give me some good suggestions for the book. I'm not one of these guys that writes 37 versions of a book. I write a pretty clean first draft, and then I'll give it to my beta team, and they'll go through it, and then any edits or any problems with it, then I will do. And most of the time, it's nothing major. Couple times, like I remember there was a book years and years ago that I loved this character, and I wrote this great character, and then I realized, oh, I had killed the character in the previous book, so that really wasn't a good thing. So people find that stuff all the time. Finding beta readers is tough. Finding beta readers for me is an ongoing challenge. I have some beta readers that I use for only certain genres. So I have a great group of beta readers for my Dirty Deeds crime thriller series, for instance. So my main people who buy that book are basically women. Generally, 2 out of 3 sales are to a woman 60 years or older, which was great because Amazon gave me that data because I'm a Kindle Press author. So for that first book, I can scroll down to what street they live on and stuff. Amazon is great if you're part of Amazon, which is hard. So I realized, okay, you know what? My pop references in the first book or two were maybe a little younger, maybe, in the 50s, which is my age, rather than a little higher. So I added a little bit more to them, but I also used 3 beta readers that are older than me. I used my mother, who reads a ridiculous amount of books, my mother-in-law, and also my wife's friend's mother, because they all read these types of books. And also my wife, who really beats me up because of the continuity errors. That's like her thing, and I screw that up all the time. So my beta readers are basically people who read those books, and they're very blunt, and they find a bunch of different things in each book, which hopefully makes it better. I think it does. So they also push me because they'll read it and they'll hand it back, and they all do print. So you print them out. There's no emails or anything. You literally print the book out and hand it to them, and they give it back to me, and then they'll say, give me the next one. And I'm like, I haven't even started the next one. It's a whole big thing. But then I have a whole different group. I had a whole different group for years when I was doing my Dying Day series, and those were people who read zombie books. Now, for me personally, this is my personally, other people have said different. I'd never use beta readers that are also writers, because unfortunately, I think in the past, those people have tended to basically rewrite parts of the book or give me suggestions of what they would do. And 9 times out of 10, I don't want to do what they want to do. I want to do what I want to do. It's my voice. I want to stick to it. So it's as easy as posting it up there and on Facebook or on Twitter or whatever, and just saying who likes whatever the specific genre or especially subgenre, who likes this stuff, readers who likes this, and would you read it? And you know what? You're going to go through a bunch of people. You're going to go through a bunch of people that don't get it. You have to be very specific and say, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm looking for not just say typos. I'm looking for grammar mistakes, but I'm also looking for does the story flow. Give them a list of maybe 4 or 5 things. Do you believe this character? Don't push them and say, do you think Bob should have done this? Don't do that, but just say, do you believe this character? Do you believe in the villain? Do you believe in the hero? Do you believe in the setting? Do you believe in the plot? Whatever. give them a few questions as they're reading so they understand it. I think that's really important as well. Great question, Ron. And I probably could do a 20-minute thing. Maybe I'll do an episode. We'll do an episode, an update on the Mondo Method podcast, which me and Chuck Buda do. And I think that would be a cool question. I will maybe use that as a question there, and we can talk about it more. We've done an episode on it, but it's been a while, and things always change. If you have a question, send me an email, armandrosamilia@gmail.com. Comment on one of the videos. These go on my Patreon initially, and then maybe a week later they'll go on my